Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I just want to say a big thank you to everybody who liked my video of the trees, the Christmas trees, the little triangle trees, and all those that subscribed to my channel because of that video. I think it's at around 5,000 views at the moment, which has just blown me away. I just didn't know, I didn't realize that video was going to just take off like it did. It was like, whoa, so many people want to see this video and they like it. So I'm going to do a similar one today. You don't need any dies for this. You can use square dies if you want. I mean, I've got these three here that I can use if I want to make more, but I'm not going to use those. I've measured these, so I'm just going to cut the squares out on my trimmer, so you don't need any dies. So all I'm going to be using is a 6x4 card. This is actually linen card. It's just because I had it handy. Some glitter card, the same as what I used on the trees. I've got a little bit of the Christmas tree card left, which I used on the trees, and the mirror card. And you're going to need some strips, just some gold strips or whatever colour strips that you want to make. Right, first up I'm going to make the squares. So I'm just going to be doing this on my trimmer. So the big square, like this one is actually 1.5 inches. So I'm just going to cut it on my trimmer. You can cut these out by hand. Did I do that 1.5? Yes, I doubt myself then. So about 1.5. Right, so that's the big one. The big one, all nice and glittery. The middle one, I think I'll have with the tree. Yeah, with the trees, like I did on the other cards. So let me just cut down there a minute. Try and get out of this one. This one's 1 1/4, the middle size. I don't think I'm going to be able to. Will I? No, I'm going to see if I've got another piece of that. Oh, I've got it here actually. I really want that one in the middle. So let me just check. They usually do more than one, don't they? I'm not sure if I've used it or not. It's from this paper pad again here. Ah, yes. Whew. I would have just used a different one if I didn't have it, but right, get rid of that. What did I say? 1 1/4. So 1 1/4. That one. Now it's just the gold, but I'm not going to be able to make a straight edge on that, so I've got this little bit of scrap, and that is 1 inch, so I think it should be okay. Let's try anyway. Use this little bit up. Ooh, just I think I'm going to get away with that. Yeah. So that's the small one, which is 1 inch. Right, next I need to stick some of these gold strips onto the card. Just put some glue on the back. And this one I think I'll do in the middle. Sort of. My scissors, turn it around and trim off the edges. Glue a bit more. And then I'm going to put this one across the other way, across the middle of the square. I think you can probably, well, you probably guessed by the thumbnail anyway what I'm making. I'm making little presents. That's my washing machine, if you can hear it. It's just finished. It sings to me when it's finished. so there's one. I just got to do the rest. I'm not sure where, I think I will use it on there. I was going to use a bit of twine instead, just because it's the same colour, but I'll see when I get there. I'll show you some other colours at the end that I've done. Presents and that. And where I've used the dies. Instead of trying to avoid using the dies. Right, this one's going to be more awkward because it doesn't stick to the glitter very quick. Actually, I might just trim that off. Keep that on there. I might do that one offset actually. So I'll do that one over there. Right, if I trim that off, and I'll put that under something just so it dries. Right, I've put the glitter one underneath something heavy or heaviest just to hold it down, just so it sticks, just while I do the rest of this. Right, I'm not sure whether to use that or whether to use twine, because I will be using twine in a minute. I did forgot to mention the twine, just so it stands out a bit more. Now I'm going to keep it all the same. You can do that. You could just, instead of the gold card, you could put some twine around instead. Stick it around the back. Do I use that? Tempted. I'll do it just to show you something different. Maybe get some tape. That'll do. So you can use hot glue. I haven't got mine on, so I'm just going to tape it. Stick that to the back. Shouldn't have stuck that really, should I? Could use the same piece of tape. Pull that under. Try and get it straight. It's a bit more fiddly, but might need another bit of tape there. Just to show you a different way. That piece, and then I want a piece going the other way. Let me cut this off first, it'll be so much easier. Right. Best way, instead of doing it the awkward way like I've just done it, measure it, leave a little bit each end, turn your card over onto the top of that, piece of tape. Oh, got an awkward bit. Let me do that again. It's fraying. That's the trouble with this twine, it frays quite quick if you're not careful. But that's okay, that's fine. There. So that's my other present. Right, next I need some bows. So if you've got bow dies, then you use them like this. But if you haven't, you can just use some twine like I'm going to do today. So I'm going to use the same twine that I've been using for my Christmas cards. So I've just made some little bows, and I have put my hot glue gun on now, and then I'm going to stick some bows on. So if you've got your bow dies, just use those, match it up with your ribbon. But I'm going to use these pieces of twine. Right, the big one can go on that one. I don't need those so long. Just trim those off. So I'm just going to put them where the little cross is, the little join. I'm going to be using my hot glue. Just make sure it's ready. Yep, that's fine. A little dab on the back. And then put it down. You can use already made bows. Right now I've got some, these are only 2 mil, cheap as chips. So you could just use ready made ones like that. That would look nice too. I mean, that looks lovely. So get your ready made bows, use them. I'm just trying to show you how easy it is without many supplies. You can stick these on with just normal glue. They will take longer to dry. Just stuck my finger in it. It's a good job this glue's not that hot because I'm always doing that. Right, and then the one where we have used the twine for the ribbon. Oh, I've got glue strings everywhere. Right, I'll put a little bit more on there just because I want to sort of grab it all together. Stick it down. And my finger. I'm terrible with hot glue, I'm getting a right mess. There. Right, I've used a die for this, but you can just cut out a little rectangle, and this is going to be a little tag. I've got a little star. That was cut out with a die, but you can buy little packets of stars. You can use anything, hearts. Just cut out a little heart. And I'm just going to plonk that on. Oop. Why do I always get in a mess? I always get in a mess with glue. Plonk that one on there. And then I'm going to put that on, which is going to be the middle present, which is this one here. And I'm going to plonk it in there. Like I say, just use a little rectangle. Oh, it's not going to stick now. Let me just put a bit more glue on. There, so that one's got a little tag. Let's curl up the end a little bit, just so it stands out a bit more because it's on the white. Right, I'm going to use foam pads on the back of these. You can just use old packaging, like cardboard. You just cut pieces out and build it up on the back. I've done that plenty of times. But I'm going to use foam pads because I've got them here. Yeah, like old, like the boxes you get pet food in and things like that. You can just cut bits of that, like little squares of them up, and build them up onto the back to the height that you want. So you don't need foam pads. No, that one's going to go flat. Didn't think of that, did I, before I put the twine on? Never mind. It doesn't matter. This is just basically to show you how to do this card, these cards, without using too many supplies. So I will show you a couple cards made. I think I've got a couple cards made up. Show you at the end of how they look when you do use your dies. Right, so I've put them on there. The big present, you're going to need to put a double layer on. So that all that means is take the tops off of your foam pads and just plonk another one on the top, just so it's stacked up double, so it makes it a little bit higher. I say just use cardboard, just stack up a few squares just till you get to the right height. You don't even have to use any foam pads if you don't want to. Right, I'm going to carry on getting these off. Right, so that's all the backs taken off. So there you go, you see that's doubled up, and that one's just single, and that one hasn't got any on. So I'm going to bring in my card, make sure it's opening the right way, and I'm going to get the big present. Put it up the right way, that way, that's the way I wanted it, wasn't it? And then I'm just going to place it in the middle of the card. Might use my grid. Some rubbish at getting things in the middle. There. So it'll be around there. Just up from the bottom of your card, edge, and then just place it on. And then just see if it's straight and looks good enough. So that's my first one on. Then I'm going to take the middle one. And what we're going to do is stack them up. And then this one I'm just going to pop just slightly underneath, not a lot, and plonk that one on the top, or it looks like it's on the top of that one. And then this one here, I might use hot glue actually. Oh no, I won't. I'll just use normal glue. And then just do the same. And plonk that one just under that one. Sorry if you can, I don't think you can see my head. Just like that. So then you've got a lovely little stack of presents. Right, now it just needs a sentiment. If you've watched my other videos, you'll know that I already make a load of these up for Christmas anyway. So this is done with I've heat embossed this, but you can just stamp it. You can buy little things like this. I'm going to put this one on foam pads too. So I only need 6 on there. I'm going to use the same foam pads. Just going to do a single layer. I always use, oh, this one. I always use a bit of glue on mine. Didn't take that one off. Didn't want to come off. So I ain't getting in a mess again. I'd already put glue on it. I mean, these are lovely cards. They're good cards to get your kids involved or your grandkids. Oh, I've got glue on there as well, look. Right. Yeah, they're so easy to do, and it's a fun thing for the kids to do. You all sit there and make Christmas cards. Right, I'm just going to put this up here. Try and get a even border around the 3 sides there. I've just seen that I've used, ooh, let me quickly swap that one, because I've just realised that's not the linen card. That one is. It's a slightly different colour. That is white, and this is an off-white, so keep that one for something else. Right, try again. Forgot I used the linen card. Good job I had one cut, wasn't it? I'm ready in the linen. Right. Like I say, get an even border around the 3 sides. Just like that. And stick it down. Right, the last thing I'm going to do to add a little bit more bling is to add some little gems. So I've got some nice little gold gems. I've already put a little bit of glue on because I do like a little bit of glue. Just to make sure they're really secure and they don't fall off when they're going inside the envelope or coming out of the envelope. So there we go, my finished card. I'll just show you some others that I've done. I've done this one here. That is using the die cuts, obviously, in different colours. And then this one here, I did it where I embossed the back with an embossing folder. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, I'd love it if you could give me a like and subscribe to my channel. And if you push the little notification bell, that should notify you with any future videos that I post. I try to post at least once a week. It's a bit difficult at the moment because we're just about to move, hopefully, if everything goes okay. But yeah, I hope to see you next time. So thanks a lot for watching. See you later. Bye.